Hey there, it's Joe. We've had quite a few questions coming in about pinfish traps, about going out there and catching really quality bait using traps. So I decided, hey, let's just give them an actual video from the course, from the actual bait catching mastery course with Captain Peter Deeks, so you can get just a little taste of what's in the 45 plus videos, not including all the bonus videos in this course. So here's Peter to talk a little bit about bait traps.
Okay, this is my favorite bait trap here for catching little finfish, pinfish, pigfish, croakers. How it works is they go in these holes here heading towards the bait, which is in the middle here, and you go ahead and bait it by just opening up that door. Fill it with bait, close the door, and they'll swim in to get the bait, and then they can't get out. So you can catch good numbers of good baits up to about 6 inches. Most of them are 2 to 4 inches. My favorite baits to use to bait this, because I'm catching my bottom baits, which are mostly crustacean feeders. I like to use crustaceans. So whatever I have on the boat for the day, if I'm in a pinch, put like some crushed up frozen blue crab, works awesome. Some old sand fleas that I had left over from pompano fishing. I'll cut up a couple of pieces of cut fish, throw it in there, just a smorgasbord of different baits. And the better the bait and the more it's cut up, the more scent that's in the water and the faster you'll catch your fish. So we surveyed this area right here. We know there's a bunch of little bottom dwellers. We caught pigfish, croakers, some sand trout. So we're gonna drop this in the water. We'll let it sit for just 15-20 minutes and we'll pick it up. We'll show you how many baits that we have in there. You do want to make sure that when you tie the float on, you tie it to the top side on one of the corners, because you want to make sure that it hits the bottom squared off. You want to make sure that it doesn't land on its side or anything like that. All right, we didn't let this soak very long. We knew there was just a few fish in the area from hook and lining with the fish finder rig, little dropper. Let's check, see what we got. Show some. Yeah, we got some good baits in there. Let you guys check that out. Look what we got. Got some pigfish. Got one little croaker and a couple little butterfish. So it's a good spot. Quick way to catch baits. If you drop enough of these traps down, and if you get on them really thick, this is a really easy, convenient way to do it. I recommend soaking them for an hour and then checking them. That's usually kind of the ballpark time that it takes for the bait fish to eat all the bait. Once they eat all your bait, they might find their way back out. So check your traps about every hour or so. And I'll show you how to let them out. What you want to do is undo the door, and I'm just going to dump them back in the water. But if you want to keep them, just dump them back into your straight in your live well. Try not to handle them too much with your hands. Okay, guys, more information on trapping your bait fish. The baits you want to trap are pinfish, pigfish, croakers for the most part. That's what these traps are made for. The best place to trap is anywhere there's high grass, oysters, shell, rocks, anywhere that you're going to get hung up if you fish for the baits, and if you throw your cast in, it's just going to get totally tore up, whether it's in big, tall mats of grass or if it's up on oysters. So anywhere you don't want to fish for them or throw your cast net, these traps come in handy. So right here, it's a huge grass flat. There's a bunch of grass around. I don't want to throw my net. There's a ton of pinfish and pigfish. Great place for a trap. We're gonna throw this trap in real quick and we'll catch some baits and we'll show you them. When you are setting a trap, there's some little sand holes. I don't know if you can see those down there, but it's very helpful if you can place the trap in a sand spot, right on the edge of the grass. Let that sit for a little bit and we'll come back and check on him.
Pretty cool stuff, huh? Well, if you like that, then you are absolutely going to love this course, Bait Catching Mastery with Captain Peter Deeks. It is his entire blueprint on how he goes out there consistently 300+ days per year, and gets live bait, not just good live bait, but the best live bait. And he goes over and checklist on exactly what you need to know and what baits you should be targeting for every different season. And then of course, where to find them, because that's really the most important part. If you can't find them, no matter how big of a net you have and no matter how great of a cast net thrower you are, it's gonna be really, really tough and you end up frustrated. So if you wanna end the frustration, you wanna start saving a lot of time and a lot of money and start out fishing all of your friends, then click down below now and invest in this course. Like all of our courses, it comes with a 365-day, 100% money back guarantee. So if you aren't thrilled for any reason, and if you aren't catching bait faster than ever, then we'll give you your money back anytime in the first year. Click down below now.